Hello Pistons fans, David Mayo from MLive here at the Verizon Center in Washington, where tonight the Pistons are 98-86 losers to the Washington Wizards. If the game's remembered for anything from the Pistons' perspective, and it probably won't be other than poor defense for most of the game, it will be the debut as a Piston of Tobias Harris, who was acquired in one of the Pistons' two trade deadline trades this week. Harris was really good. I mean, he comes in, he plays two positions, small forward and power forward. He plays 30 minutes. His first game he had one practice, one shoot around, and yet he scores 21 points and leads the Pistons. Found a lot of different ways to score. He was 9 of 12 from the field, put the ball on the floor, scored from the perimeter, scored inside, offensive rebounds, tip-ins. He was really good. Both hands in the paint. Tobias Harris was everything that was advertised tonight, and he'll have several years to show that he will continue to be so. Meantime, the Pistons still have some pretty serious defensive problems. For the better part of three quarters tonight, Washington was shooting more than 50% of the field from the field. They were 5 of 18 in the fourth quarter, which dropped them under that mark, but they would have been the third team in the last 4 games to shoot 50% or better against the Pistons, which has happened only 9 times all year anyway. So for three quarters, just not a great look for the Pistons defensively, as they had rotation problems, they had John Wall problems, they had Ramon Session problems. They were just getting broken down off the dribble. The backside communication wasn't that good. They averted the 50% field goal percentage, but that was really about the only achievement tonight. Now, they will get Donatas Motihunas back, with the team, also acquired in trade on Thursday, presumably for Sunday's game against New Orleans. These things are going to take time to iron out, and adding Motihunas to the mix is not going to make it any easier. You've got now you'll have him and Tobias Harris at the 4, and when you do that, it probably, quite possibly at least, squeezes Anthony Tolliver from starting tonight to potentially completely out of the rotation by the end of next week. It's going to have a trickle-down effect with Marcus Morris not playing any or very little at least at power forward, and that means he plays all of his minutes or most of his minutes, the preponderance at small forward, which has a trickle-down effect to Stanley Johnson and potentially Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. That's not necessarily a bad thing, given that Morris and Caldwell-Pope are among the league leaders in minutes and have been for much of the year. But it will take some time as the Pistons try to figure this out over the next few days, take all their shiny new pieces and employ them. We'll see if it looks any better Sunday when the Pistons have a 3:30 home matinee against the New Orleans Pelicans. I'll see you then from the Palace of Auburn Hills.